Steve, it was a 3-2 win against Chertsey away in the FA Cup today, and the ground is conveniently situated next to Thorpe Park because it was one roller coaster of a game.
It's not a bad line, that. Oh, brilliant. Like I say, to get the club through, I asked the boys at the start just to get the club through to the next round. However we could do it, and we've done it. Like I say, started well, then fell behind, then Joe Carrick come back and held on at the end there when they threw everything at us, and testament to the boys for getting this club through to the next round of the FA Cup.
It's the second cup game in a row, and the second time we've had to come back from behind. Is that a concern?
No, because we haven't got our true back line that I want. Chen was back training Thursday, but tried to get him on today, and he said that he wasn't feeling 100%. Barney done his ankle last Tuesday, wasn't 100%. So Denzel filled in at right back, done ever so well. Alex had some dodgy moments, but stood firm towards the end. So yeah, listen, it's a massive win for the club, considering what we was up against today.
You've talked about the players that couldn't come on. There were two substitutes that scored the goals, the second goal and third goal today. Does that show the depth of squad that we got?
Yes, it does, but we need to be deeper. We need to be deeper because they both come on and both showed what they're worth and what they can do. And Fumi come on, done his bit as well. And it's a challenge to get the team out there that because they're all so good in training. And then I've got to make a decision. And some are happy, some are unhappy. And like I say, when they come on, they've got to show what they can do. And it's a team game. It ain't just an individual 11. It's a team game, and them boys come on and stamp their authority on what they can do. You know, Biro looks like he could be out for a while now. But yeah, stamp his authority on it. Luke did score his goal. Ibby come on. You wouldn't see it unless you with a naked eye, but from Sean's kick, he's offside. He gets himself onside, a little shimmy, and then gets one-on-one with the keeper, and it's fantastic forward play. So yeah, Marcel got a good goal as well after he livened up after I screamed at him. And it was, I screamed at him, and within 30 seconds he goes at the player and he scores a goal. And as much as I'm pleased with the result, parts of the performance, the resilience that they showed at the end, I'm very disappointed that, and this might hurt some of our fans or some of our players, what I'm going to say here, it hurts me that they can't take on simple information. So I went to watch Chertsey on Tuesday night. Barry and Mark took the game. So I knew if they played 3-5-2, where we could hurt them, how we could hurt them, where we could exploit them, what they're going to be good at. First goal, Marcel run the 6 on the outside, scored. Kenny gets a chance to run the 6 on the outside, decides to come inside. Why are you doing that? Their goal, we didn't go tight to the 9. He spreads it out wide, cross, we don't open our body up, they score at the back post. So all this stuff I'm telling them ain't registering their brains, and it has to quickly because big changes will have to be made. And listen, I'm coming off the back of a great win for the football club, but that didn't represent one of my teams today. The last 10 minutes did, where they dug in and gave everything, but we should have been more comfortable if they had done what I asked them to do. When teams play high, you play them behind. When they drop deep, you play into feet. Didn't track runners at times. Let everyone out. We want to play when we've got the ball, not when we haven't got the ball. And that's the hardest bit. When you haven't got the ball, you're either tracking players or you're trying to get in a position that when we do win it, we can get you in. Say second half, I changed a bit of the shape about, put Daniel on the right, and I asked certain people to do jobs, and within 2 minutes of that, they get 2 chances. And I can't have that because it's a resemblance on me. So like I say, it's a bit of a rant there, but I can't keep going down this and us just getting out of jail to get results. So that's the answer to your question, going behind. We don't need to go behind. If we do our jobs properly and we understand what the management team are telling you and they follow that, when they get the ball, they've got freedom. If someone's on 5 yards, pass them the ball, pass them the ball. If someone's tightly marked 5 yards, spin it in behind and we get up the pitch. That's just the nature of football, because it's non-league football. I think some of these boys think that it's Premier League football, they're going to have loads of time on the ball and they ain't going to get nicked off them, and they haven't got a track back because the centre halves are that magnificent they can deal with 5 people. It don't work at non-league, and that's my gripe today. And I'm really fuming at half time, and I let them know a few home truths. That ain't the reason they come out and they got the 2 goals. They come out and got the 2 goals because they knew that they needed the 2 goals to get this football club through. It's important that we get through. So all the teacups throwing, all the screaming and shouting at half time means nothing, because they've got a job to do and they come out and they've done it, and I'm so pleased that they've done it for the fans, for the club, for themselves. But they've got to step up and be counted now, and they've really got to start taking information on a lot quicker than what they do. Otherwise, it's a recipe for disaster for us.
You talked about through to the next round. It'll be the third round qualifying.
Yeah.
On a personal level, what does the FA Cup mean to you?
I love the FA Cup. That's what I said to them in there. I didn't give them no words of motivation. I went and watched them, given the instructions on what we could do against them. But if you can't get motivated for the best competition in the world, then there's something wrong with you. It ain't just going out on a park and just kicking a bit of leather about. You're going out to get in the next round of the FA Cup. Quite a few of ours have played in the first round. Quite a few have played in the second round. They want that again. But you can only do that if you follow instructions, you have your bit of magic when the time's right, and you get through. And they've done that today, so that's full credit to them. I've had a rant on them, but that is full credit to them boys today to get themselves into the next round and put this club. I love a Monday afternoon, so I coach in the morning, I have my lunch before I coach in the afternoon, and I wait for the draw. I love it, and they've got to do the same thing, because it's prestigious that the further you go in the FA Cup, the more exposure you get for a club. You look at us 2 years ago at Cheltenham. You can't live in the past, but we want to create more history, and by doing that you've got to get further in the cup. And if you've been in and around the TV for a live game, there's a good chance you could get it again if you get in that first round and get a good draw, which could be an upset and stuff like that, or one of the top clubs, and that's what we've got to strive to. League's our bread and butter, don't get me wrong, and we've got a lot of work to do because we haven't got many points in the league at the minute. But this FA Cup, while you're on a journey in the FA Cup, you've got to enjoy every minute of it. And like I say, I've had a rant, but I'm going to enjoy it tonight. I really am going to enjoy it because it's the next round, and I look forward to the draw. Our game against Brentwood's cancelled, which is a shame. It's a home game, but whoever we get in the FA Cup, it's going to be another tough game for us, whoever it is. But we've got a chance of getting through to the next round. And if you're in the hat, you've got a chance, and that's what we've got.
Well, sorry to take the moment off of today. We do look on to Tuesday evening, which is going to be a tough game against Chatham Town away. They're a full-time side. What are you expecting?
Sharpness, fitness, quality on the ball. They've got some really good players. He's added some good players as well. They're going to be sharp in the final third. But again, I'll enjoy tonight. We'll watch the video tomorrow of any highlights or any clips that we can get of them. We'll give the boys all the information, and hopefully they can follow it out that we want. And I say, add their expression bit and quality in the final third, and try and get a win. Because let's get it right, we need to start picking up points in the league. We've lost 4 out of 6, which isn't good for where we want to be. But there's no God-given right for us to be in that top 5 just because we finished there last year. It's an ambition of us to be in there and get promoted. We're going to work hard to do that, but you're coming up against some really good sides. And like you say, Chatham full-time this year, it seems like they've adapted to it like a duck to water, you know, because they're up in the top 5. I don't know how they got on against Ashford today in the Cup, but they're a decent side last year. And you saw that when they won a tremendous run on the back end of the season. Only just missed out on the playoffs the last few weeks. Playoffs or second, fighting with Hornchurch the year before. So they're always there or thereabouts. They've got a good fan base that get behind them very well. And it's going to be a tough game, but we've got to be on it. And these boys will be fully equipped to go and win the game of football. Now it's up to them to go and execute what we want them to do. So, like I say, after that, tonight is going to be an enjoyable night. I hope the boys enjoy it. And then we can look forward to Tuesday night.
Thanks for your time today to go and celebrate.
No problem, thank you.